Hey y'all, it's Stephie and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing another Q&A. I'm trying to do Q&As every single month so that I can answer any questions that y'all have somewhat timely. So questions that were left on my last Q&A video. Crystal Figueroa, was accounting your initial major in college? Yes, it was. I have another video about why I chose accounting in the first place, but in a nutshell, oh, hi cutie. I originally did an accounting class because my mom was like, oh, I didn't know what I wanted to do necessarily, so she just told me go take an accounting class. So I did while I was at community college and I really liked it, and so I stuck with it and I've always really liked it. So yes, that was my only major in college. Did you graduate on time in 4 years? I did not graduate on time for a couple of reasons. My first 2 years I did at community college and I did graduate on time for that. I then went to a local university. I could have finished in 2.5 years from there, so a total of 4.5 years, but I ended up finishing in 3 years at university, so a total of 5 years. And the reason for that was I took extra classes to be CPA eligible. So I only got my bachelor's degree and then I did extra classes on top of that. I finished in 5 because I had to retake 1 semester, and I think I've talked about this in one of my other videos, but basically I was not serious 1 semester. I was too focused on partying and social life stuff, and I completely failed that semester, and it almost screwed me in a lot of different ways. Like I almost lost a scholarship. I then got my ass in gear and told myself I can't be doing this, like I'm wasting money retaking classes, and my GPA went down, like this is not going to be good for myself in the long run. So I got my act straight, and the next semester and subsequent semesters I got majority all A's. You know, we all have our little struggles in life and it happens. It's how you deal with those struggles and how you keep pushing forward that really matters. Like we're all gonna make mistakes and you just have to keep pushing forward. So if you finish in 4 years, that's great. If you don't, it's not the end of the world. Just make sure that, you know, you're constantly striving to reach your goals, even if you get off the path a little bit. And what was your starting salary at the Big Four? I started at $50,000. I'm in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, so that is very common, especially for entry-level public accounting, or I really think even entry-level industry people will make like $50,000. Back then, when I started in public accounting, we got a signing bonus of $5,000 and then a salary of $50,000. I think now when you start, I don't think there's a signing bonus. Y'all tell me, but I don't think that they do that now, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, to make up for that, I believe firms are starting people now as a associate at $55,000 to make up for not having that sign-on bonus. But you more current public accounting people, please let me know. But that was my starting salary, was $50,000, and I was happy with it. When at the Big Four did they allow vacation time? As soon as you accrued it, and I think it was either every single paycheck, so every 2 weeks or every month you would accrue vacation time. I think when I was a staff, I accrued like, gosh, I don't even know, y'all, what is it? It's like 6 hours per paycheck or something like that. You don't want to like start taking vacation like the first week you get there, but by the time, like if you start in September and December comes around, you should have some PTO to take time off for the holidays. Sorry, my lawn lady just pulled up, so Juicy might go crazy, so I apologize for that. But yeah, you accrue it every single paycheck, and so as soon as you accrue it, you should be able to start taking vacation time depending on what engagements you're on. So yeah. There are some firms that will allow you to go negative on your PTO. During busy season, you're not taking any PTO. So from January through April, May, I wasn't taking any PTO, so it accrued and I was no longer in the negative. So I'm pretty sure they'll allow you to go negative, but you just be sure to check with, you know, your peers and whatnot whenever you join a public accounting firm. How long after dating Mike did you wait to move in together, then get married? Oh girl. Everyone's story is going to be different, and all I can say is that you follow your heart and your head at the same time. Like obviously when you're like first meeting and you're in love and you're in this honeymoon stage, like you almost have these blinders on, but all you can do really is trust your partner that what they say is what they mean. For Mike and I, when we first met, we were on the same wavelength and I trust him. So for that reason, we moved in together within 2 months of dating. It might have even been like a month and a half. So we moved in together. It was really cute because he was super excited. He like got another dresser so that I would have a place for my stuff. He got like a mirror. He like really, yeah, he was very sweet whenever I moved in, and we loved, it's not like, I'm not saying past tense, but we really enjoyed spending time together. And at that time we literally were together like at all times. So whenever we weren't working, we were just together because we enjoyed each other's company. For us, it was the right decision. 5-6 years in, we got married, and this year we will be together for 10 years. Like in a relationship, but we will have been together for 10 years. That's our story. Like I said, everyone is different. It worked for us and was the right thing for us, but it may not be the right thing for you or the next person, or it could be. Did Mike graduate college? No, he did not. He didn't go to college. One of those people who just like to go out and get things done. He's always got to be more like hands-on. Would you ever consider posting 2 times a week? Yes, I've actually thought about it. I've thought about doing like, you know, other content on my Sunday uploads, like my career and advice and style, like type of content, Q&As and whatnot like that on Sundays. And then I was thinking like on Wednesdays or Thursdays is when I could post my vlogs, because I know not everyone loves vlogs. I personally enjoy filming them because they're like personal diaries for me, but not everyone loves them. And so anyways, whatever. I've thought about it. What do y'all think? Would y'all be interested in me posting twice a week? Y'all tell me. Would joining accounting type clubs give me more of a chance to work somewhere like the Big Four? I definitely think 100% yes. It will definitely help you out. Accounting society clubs, Beta Alpha Psi, the reason why they will is because they get you in front of accounting professionals, because usually they'll have speakers from different companies and different firms come in, and it gets you in front of those professionals, especially if there's like some networking after the fact. Sorry, that's Uber Eats. I ordered sushi because I'm filming 2 videos, and so that's my little treat for myself. Anyways, so by the time your job fairs come up and you're doing, you know, on-site interviews and on-campus interviews and whatnot, you have that connection with that person. And it also helps you develop the networking skill. Like, I hated going to networking things, but the more you do it, the more it becomes more natural and more comfortable, and just meeting people who have similar interests is really valuable. Crystal, thank you so much for all your questions. Robert Davis asked on one of my recent vlogs, he said, anyone recommend another vlogger in the industry? The 2 people that I'm going to mention now, one of them vlogs, one of them doesn't, but anyways, they are both accounting professionals who make YouTube videos. The first one is Sarah Marie. She just graduated from her master's degree. So congratulations, Sarah, if you watch my videos as well. She is a mother. She has a young daughter. She's married. She actually works in industry. I believe she works at an insurance company in Chicago. Like, she was working, I don't know if it was part-time or full-time, but she was working and taking her graduate classes at certain times of the night. So she did both of those things, working, being a mother, being a wife, and making a crap ton of YouTube videos. So she does do some vlogs. She does a lot of like budget videos, planner videos. Her budgeting videos have actually been very helpful for me because I'm very into the whole budgeting finance thing right now. I won't go into much details, but safe to say I could really use some help with budgeting. I know I've talked about it in one of my recent videos, so if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. She is actually currently studying for her CPA exam, so those of you who are also in the CPA exam process, definitely go and subscribe to her and give her a follow on Instagram. Resource for y'all who's currently going through that whole process, and I can't say enough good things about Sarah, so definitely y'all go hit her up. So the second YouTuber who is an accounting professional and does YouTube videos, is Wolves in Finance, and I believe his name is Zach or Zachary. He doesn't vlog, but he does very topical kind of videos, and I really enjoy them. Always has a smile on his face, so I really enjoy that, that he's just very positive and upbeat. He has videos on just different topics. So for example, he'll do things about work-life balance and what is accounting, alcohol, and business. And he talks about things in a practical way in the accounting industry. He is a CPA. Go and subscribe to his YouTube channel as well and peruse his many videos, because he does a lot of videos and they are very helpful and very succinct. So I hope that y'all enjoy his content as well. Those are the two accounting YouTubers that I am subscribed to and I know of right now. If you are also an accounting person, or even if you're not in accounting, you just watch my videos, let me know down below in the comments and leave your channel name. I would love to check y'all's channels out. I love YouTube because this is a way for all of us to interact with one another and a way for us to meet each other in a way that we can't because of distance, you know what I mean? Michael Mitchell asked, should you take the first job offer that you get when you first get out of college? That would be a very personal decision, and from my perspective, coming out of college, especially when you don't have any other relevant job experience, and if you only have one job offer, I personally lean towards yes. You interviewed at a bunch of places and you only got one offer, you're about to graduate, like, I personally feel like I would go and take that job, because you know, a girl's gotta eat, girl's gotta pay bills, girl's gotta pay some student loan debt, you know, girl's gotta pay a mortgage, so, or a guy, sorry. So I personally feel like yes, like in a perfect world, no, like you would hope that you would get more options, but if you got to pay bills and you need to start making an income, then you do what you gotta do. That doesn't mean that you have to stay there for the rest of your career or even super long, but as long as like you go in there and you give it your best shot, maybe you were turned off because of the culture, maybe the pay, or whatever the reason is, at least you have money coming in the door. If it's terrible, you can start looking for another job. I'm thinking more realistically, like if you only get one job offer, I would probably end up taking it. That's why later on in your career you can be a lot more selective, but at times, like when you're first starting out, we all have to work our way up, and sometimes if you're only given one option, then you've got to take that option and work your way up or make things better, or eventually, you know, change jobs. Unless I got like a really creepy vibe from the company or something like that. Smarty Yang asked, are supply chain management class and IT management classes any useful for accounting students? Like, I took managerial accounting. I have yet to really use it. I've had maybe a couple of clients when I was in public accounting who has had cost of goods sold. I haven't used like the entire all that knowledge before. I definitely think that IT management or IT classes would actually be very helpful for accounting students. So if y'all have that option as an elective, then definitely try to take something like accounting info systems or something like that. Amy Lee asked, what kind of jobs do people apply for when they graduate and don't have a CPA or are not planning to go into public? It can't just be internal auditors, right? Do we look for jobs as staff accountants or like lower level clerks? So as a entry level person right out of college, if you just graduated, you don't have your CPA, you're going to apply for entry level positions. Like you said, staff accountant, general ledger accounting, which is just, you know, doing journal entries and reconciliations for a particular company, and you would be going in as an entry-level staff there. If you're not wanting to just do accounts payable or AR, I would probably advise you to not look for those particular roles, because really those are things like collecting money from customers or paying money to vendors. When you specialize in just that, it would be hard to take just that skill set and become a senior accountant. You would want to be in a more general accounting kind of role so that you see the entire accounting process, all of the financial information, possibly do like financial reporting, who put the financial statements together for like public companies and to investors and stuff like that. Olivia Lee asked, going through her first busy season, she's struggling to sit down and get serious about the CPA exam. Can you go deeper in detail as to how you made yourself realize that you had to go through with it? And what if I just can't push myself anymore? If you're feeling burned out right now, and it could be because you're taking on a lot, your first busy season is hard. Maybe what you need right now is just to take a break from it. It doesn't help to go at the CPA exam without like being fully committed to it. Honestly, wasting your time and your money because it's expensive AF. Take the summer to relax, get your mind on right, to enjoy life, because it's hard when you go from school to work to busy season, then during busy season you're trying to sit for the exam too. Like it can be very difficult. So I would say just kind of have a reset period, whether it's a month or even a summer, to just get remotivated. Not everyone has to take the CPA exam. It's not absolutely necessary to take it to have a career in accounting, but I absolutely 100% believe that to maximize your salary potential in the future and to move up in a company, that's something that you care to do, a CPA license is so important. If anything, it's just a very good door opener. If you've watched my CPA exam video, you know it took me a while to get really serious about it. And I think I needed that like kind of a break from it to realize it. And then I was working in public accounting, realized that I needed to get my ass in gear, was going through a really rough busy season and then being like, okay, so I'm doing all of this. I'm going through all of this like hardship, you know, sacrificing my personal time. I'm not getting to spend time with my friends and my family, and I'm not getting to enjoy life right now because I'm working so much. Like, all of this that I'm doing right now in public accounting, it doesn't mean anything unless I get my CPA license, because I knew for myself that I want to move up in my career over time. I had this goal to make 6 figures by the time I turned 30. It has always been a goal of mine. I think I just knew someone who said that number and I was like, you know what, that sounds good. Not just because of the number. Before I met my husband, I just always knew that I needed to be able to support myself no matter what. That was kind of my motivating factor. I think you just have to find your why. Like, find your reason on why you're doing your CPA exam. David Ramirez asked, would you recommend me to pursue a degree in finance or accounting for someone who wants to be a financial analyst? If you want to be a financial analyst, I would definitely recommend getting a finance degree. I believe that even when you do finance, you have to take some like basic accounting classes. Financial analysts are very much into like projections, like financial projections and models and stuff like that. So a finance degree would definitely be more beneficial. I had one of y'all actually comment on my Q&A that you started your own vlog channel to document like your new audit career fresh from college, and she's trying to get through her CPA exam. So y'all check her out. I'll leave her link in the description as well. Heaven's Adventure. Oddventure. Heaven's Oddventure. Cute. So Katie Greenway asked, she's currently secretary and she helps the accountant quite often, and she thinks accounting might be the career path for her. She said, although financially I'll still need to work while going to school, would getting an associate's degree be at all helpful in the accounting world, or would you suggest just getting the bachelor's degree? I truly believe that a bachelor's degree is what will take you further. When you do an associate's degree, it's not going to get you as far other than like maybe entry-level positions, maybe eventually senior positions, moving up more in the accounting hierarchy. I have not seen any executives or like controllers or managers who only had an associate's degree. You could still have a career in accounting for sure with an associate's degree. It just depends on how much career advancement you want. To make the most out of it, I would definitely pursue a bachelor's degree over time. When it comes to finances and everything, that's why I went to community college. I went to community college for 2 years, got my associate's degree because it was just cheaper. Those 2 years counted towards my bachelor's degree. So then I transferred to a local university. Going to a community college is not bad at all, like starting with your associate's degree. My basic accounting class, it was a smaller setting, so the teacher could really interact with us a lot more, and maybe that also helped me enjoy accounting more because I had direct access, easy access to my professor. On Instagram, Kiara Nicole, she asked, do you have any tips for someone who did not begin their career with the Big Four and does not have a CPA? She has been a staff accountant for 8 years and she feels she's underpaid with someone with her experience and education. And she's seeking growth financially and professionally, which, girl, I totally understand. Girls gotta pay bills, you know, I totally get that. You know, that's a tough one. If you read different articles online about changing jobs, I know people say like it's not a good thing to change jobs frequently. Becoming more prevalent for people to move jobs, you know, every few years or so, and that's actually one of the ways to increase your salary. I mean, obviously you don't want to do that all the time for your whole career, but if there's something missing, for example, you're not moving somewhere financially where you're wanting to be, I would probably personally recommend looking for other options out there. And it's funny because we don't know what options are out there on the job market until you start looking, you know. And sometimes you might get scared because you've been somewhere for so long and you're used to your coworkers and you're used to the job that you do and you're so good at it because you've been doing it for so long. But at some point in time, like it sounds like for you, it sounds like you're wanting growth, and if you're not getting that at your current company, I would probably suggest looking for something different, who will likely pay you a little bit more, where you'll have career advancement opportunities, because I feel like after 8 years, they should promote you or should move you up if there's a need for that. And maybe there's no need for that at your particular company. I would think you should be able to get a senior accountant position at least. Public accounting is not for everyone. Getting your CPA is not for everyone. Being compensated appropriately for the work that you do and for your experience, that is possible for everyone, and you just have to go out and find that job. I actually have a video that I'll link in the cards that I just recently did about finding a new job, and also I have a video about deciding on whether you should leave your current job. Alright y'all, so my Uber Eats is here, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I hope it was helpful. If y'all have any questions you want me to answer, first please take a look at my previous Q&As. I write all of the questions down in the description box, and so maybe I've already answered it, but if not, please leave them in the comments below, or you can send them over to me on Instagram. Thank y'all so much for watching. If it was helpful and you enjoyed it, please give the video a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to be a part of our Stephie family because we would love to have you, and I will see y'all in my next video.